Hello, friends. Welcome back. CoachAMillerLight on the scene. Cinnamon is here. Hello, Cinnamon.
I'm Mare.
So good to
So
see you
happy to be
today.
here.
Yes. Today we have the most excellent topic. We are back to the teachings of Abraham once again, talking about the vortex, right? Abraham talks a lot about this vortex. And it's one of those messages that the coach has repeated over and over and over and over again. And as I'm studying here the vortex today, I'm starting to understand why he's been so adamant on this. There's certain topics that he just keeps on with, like meditation, daily meditation. I started to meditate daily, kind of mostly just to not hear about it anymore. Did you meditate? I already could say yes, I did. Thank you very much. So I'm decided to understand this vortex. And as we're on this passage today, the link of which will be in the description down there. It'll be down there.
Appreciate you. Mare.
You know it. This is a YouTube of Abraham. I'm like, ooh, this is great. Cinnamon, anything on it? You have passage notes,
Oh,
highlights. What do you got for us?
okay, so it's the key to effortless manifestation. Okay, I'm interested right there.
Right?
So it would be nice if we could accept the existence of this vortex of creation, and it would be even nicer if we could see it as Abraham sees it, as our present tense creation. When I let being in this vortex, when I let tuning myself into the vibrational frequency of all that I am be my top priority, I get so much life back.
Okay.
Focus on something that gives us access to the vortex. And from inside the vortex, everything is clear.
Okay.
I choose that. I choose clarity.
Right?
So I cannot lead from behind. I love that. I thought that was great.
Right?
And if I am not in the vortex, then I have nothing to give anyone.
Right?
Sometimes people say, Abraham, it seems like you teach selfishness. And they say, we really, really, really do. Because selfishness, let's define it. Selfishness means vibrational alignment with self. And in order to understand that, I have to really know who self is, who I am.
Mm.
Self is source. Self is pure positive energy. Self is worthy. Self is clear minded. Self is healthy. Self is full of vitality. Self is eager about life.
Okay.
So when I'm willing to be selfish, which means I am willing to mimic the vibration of self, which means I am willing to release the thoughts that hold me apart from that and practice the thoughts that cause me alignment with that,
Okay.
which simply means I am selfish enough to care how I feel.
Okay.
So when I show myself, I have the power to come into alignment with source itself. When I show myself by being selfish, which means reaching for the best feeling thought I can find on whatever subject is active, when I care about being in the vortex, I care about being in concert with the energy that creates worlds. And one who is in the vortex, one who is in alignment with that energy, is more powerful than millions who are not. I know you like that one, Mare.
I do. And I love the choice of words, being in concert. Isn't that a unique and cool choice of words by Abraham? When I'm feeling good, when I care about feeling good, then I care about being in concert. I want to be in concert with the source within me, with the higher self, with the pure positive energy, with the
Yeah.
stream of well being, right? I choose concert, baby.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds so nice. And I just love how they say when you're in the vortex, everything is clear. Because, I'm living life, I'm out here functioning it out on the leading edge in a physical body, living life. And there's all these decisions, right? And there's intentions that I have and goals that I like to achieve and outcomes that I would like to manifest or align with, attract to me, activate off the big board of infinite options. And so then there's, okay, well, how am I going to go about that? Right. And then if I'm being clever and trying to like maneuver my way, I love how Abraham said in here that when you're not in the vortex, there's so much action needed in order to get my life the way I'd like it to be. And it becomes
Yes.
exhausting because
Yes.
so much action. and so much trying to work it out, function it out here. When this, and I remember a few weeks ago, I was using this as my dominant strategy. And I remember having miracles that happened. But I got off the topic of the vortex and I wasn't remembering that until today. That the motive, the only thing to do is get in the vortex. Make the vortex number one, which means what? Well, find the best feeling thought I can find from where I am on whatever subject is active. And from where I am, it might not be an enthusiastic jump off the walls thought, but I can find a little better feeling thought, and then a little better feeling thought, and then a little better feeling thought, until I move my way all the way up to enthusiasm that's genuine and sincere. And then I'm in the vortex. So I really appreciate this reminder. Did you write down the part where Abraham gives the actual definition of the vortex?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, you shared. This is my very favorite part of the whole thing. Cinnamon, this is so good. What is this vortex schmortex thing? I want to know. And they said it in clear words.
Okay, so when I decide that I'm going to take control of my relationship to who I really am, when I decide that I'm going to tend to this gap between me, wherever I am, and whatever subject I am experiencing, and who I really am, and what I know about the same, now life is going to take a new shape for me.
Okay.
I'm going to feel exhilarated. I'm going to feel satisfied. I'm going to feel satisfaction. So that's not the definition of the vortex, but it seems pretty close.
Right. No, that's great.
Satisfaction, satisfied.
Right.
Okay, I did write it down. Let me see. This was hilarious. This was one of those, obstacles, the stumbling blocks, when you just keep persisting for this call today.
Right. Okay.
I have page after page after page. Okay, here it is. What do you mean, vortex?
Okay, come on, baby.
A vortex is a vibrational state of being that is a precursor of all positive motion forward of all that is. Straight up source. It is pure positive energy. It's the holding tank. It's the anchor. It's the touchstone. It's the place where all dreams and wishes and hopes are held until I find vibrational alignment with them. It's the eternal pool of well-being to which each of us added mightily along the path of our physical experience. So this vortex is a reality, even though I cannot see it, but I can feel it.
Yes. Cinnamon, when you were describing it, I had full body chills.
Yes.
Thrill bumps, as Jerry calls them.
Another sign of alignment.
It's so I love the idea that it's the positive motion forward of all that is. That it's everything positive. That's the vortex. It's everything positive, the positive motion forward, the touchstone. I mean, there's so many good words in here. Encapsulated, I just have to say it because it's so good. Encapsulated. What's that word? Condensed, encapsulated, condensed, straight up source. Come on. That's the vortex. Well,
straight up, now tell me.
What's that?
Straight up, now tell me.
Right, straight up, now tell me. Come on, encapsulated, condensed, straight up source. All the positive energy. And I love that it's moving forward. It's the motion forward of it. So it's when I'm learning about it and I'm coming to understand it. So I like to talk it out while I understand what this vortex is, that it's the precursor. They also use that word. Interesting. Yeah. So it's what's coming. It's like the coming attractions. It's ahead. It's the
holding tank.
The holding tank. Yes. And I love that it is a holding tank, because that means it's just waiting there and it won't go away. It's there awaiting my alignment with it, me to be a cooperative component. That's all that's necessary. Me to be a cooperative component. So that's pretty.
If I just want to do that thing, that I do, if I just want to do that, I would come into alignment with it.
Good one. Good one, Sina. Good one. I heard, when I was listening to this, and then, the autoplay on YouTube brought on another video of Abraham's, and they said something that I was like, oh, They said, don't even, those topics that are important to me, do not even allow myself to think of them until I am in the vortex. Now, I know that sounds like that's obvious and I should probably do that, but wow, that hit me like, oh my God, don't even think of them. Don't, no thinking of those topics unless I'm in the vortex. If I'm not feeling good, if I'm not in that vortex, if I'm not having that pure positive energy and I can feel it, then I am not allowed to think about the topics that are important to me because I'm creating it. I'm sending that forward to my future self. I'm gifting my future self whatever I'm thinking. So that was pretty powerful to me.
Yes.
Something else you have for us, and it looks like you're
Yeah, you're reminding me, like there's some good
okay.
stuff in here.
Okay, please share.
So when I'm in the vortex, then I'm gonna feel satisfied.
Yes.
And those who are watching me will see me as someone who seems to create tremendously with ease.
Yes.
I choose that. I choose to create tremendously with ease, known as that.
Yeah.
Those who are watching me, especially those who don't really understand the power of this vortex and the power of my deliberate alignment with it, they'll call me lucky.
Yes.
Many times they'll be jealous of me because they'll watch my fortunes amass and my fun surround me.
Yay.
I love that. Yes. And they'll watch me in my satisfying life experiences. And when they say to me, "What do you know that I don't know?" The only thing I can say to them that is of any real value to them.
Okay.
I figured out my relationship with me.
Oh,
Figured out my relationship with me.
that's good.
And I'm constantly aware of the vibrational relationship to who I really am and what I really want. And I guide every thought I can to mesh with the wholeness that I am. I have become a deliberate thinker. I no longer create by default. I think on purpose.
Yes.
I speak on purpose. I act on purpose. And I do not do any of it unless I am in the vortex.
Good one. That's what reminded you, I bet.
Yes.
That's such a great point. Yeah, go girl. Ooh, that was nice. Nice kick.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, well, this is
alignment, source in the vortex.
Yes, yes, Cinnamon. Fun, free, frisky, carefree, enthusiasm. These are the characteristics that I'm going for. The character description, like Mary in the Vortex has a character description. So I'm excited about understanding the vortex and just making it my strategy. I love it. I don't have to be clever. I don't have to come up with any kind of devious or even like joyful plan. Here's my joyful plan. My plan is be in the vortex. Think thoughts that feel good. Make feeling good number one. Make happiness number one. Make my relationship with my higher self number one, and watch everything else just come right together. Make it all clear. I love that part. When you're in the vortex, everything's clear. So I'm trying to make a plan. Get in the vortex first. Do whatever it takes to be in the vortex, and then make the plan, because it will all be clear.
And there'll be less action.
Yes, joyful, and the action will be joyful, and it'll be fun, and I'll want to do it. It'll be inspired, which is great.
I'll feel like doing it.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So we have more of this awesome YouTube video. So the link will be in the description on the next show. We're going to come in with the last 5 minutes of it because it's power packed. And thank you for being here, for joining us on this journey. It's such a fun journey, and all of us coming together are the power. Yeah, baby. Until next time, this is CoachAMillerLight for Cinnamon.
Remember, love is the answer.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.